Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Saglish, aka Sag, and today I'm bringing you the inaugural. Oh wait, but it's not the inaugural. It is close to the inaugural Power Hour podcast for Pure Adrenaline, and I have two very special guests with me today. Usually it's my boy Rob the Boss, who's my co-host, but he's coming down with the zombie plague, and pretty sure he died. So this is the only reason he wouldn't be here. So I have the actual founders of the clan. I got Cyber Spartan.
What it do?
And also Nero X Vibe.
What's going on, guys?
And we have a bunch of stuff to get into today. I hope you guys are going to enjoy this. Please, if you do have to take a break, don't worry about it, because we'll be here. Just hit that pause button and then come back to us.
Exactly.
We're like the imaginary brothers you never had.
Damn right.
But anyway, let's get into it. We got, like I said, we got a lot of stuff to discuss, and we're going to jump right in it. And first off, I'm going to talk about recruiting. We have done a ton of recruiting. We have added a ton of players, a lot more than expected at a very fast rate. And so basically what was going on now is we are in the process of pausing it.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to talk about recruitment right now, and I'm happy with it so far. I'm happy with seeing the guys that have come in. I'm happy to see what they're doing and how they're being active. But I want to see what you guys want to see. Like, I want to hear what you guys want to talk about as far as recruiting goes.
Like you said, I'm pleased with it. We've been pushing really hard for.
What? Hello?
Did his mic just cut out?
My mic just died. Hold on, guys. Let me plug it in. Anyways, you go ahead, Nero, while I plug my shit in.
Yeah, recruiting. We actually I didn't expect it to get to the point it's at right now. I went on, I made all those threads on different websites and stuff, and then next 2 days later, it just kept rolling in, and like, I'm sitting at work, and every time I go on the website, there's like a new application, and I was like, holy shit. I was like, soon we're going to have to stop this because, we had our goal for 20 members.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, holy, wow, okay.
Well, I think in the beginning you said you wanted 15 from the get-go.
Yeah,
but I wanted to see if we couldn't push 20.
Yeah.
And so we were able to push 20 and get it all done. But as I was saying before my mic rudely interrupted me, I'm pretty pleased with how everything's going. Like Nero said, that we were working but you were working. I was here that night.
Mm-hmm.
And I was busy accepting applications all night and reading them and making sure everything was fine. So it was a very interesting night for my day off at work, which I felt like it wasn't a day off. But what I want to see, we need to get a message. This includes you, Nero. You can't just accept them. You need to put a message in.
No.
Yes. But we need to get a message out because I've noticed about 5 of our members have been in here for like 3 days now, and just yesterday I had to go and I had to add those members because they haven't added me yet. So we need to get a different kind of message out for when they apply and we approve it. We throw it into the comments. Because that's one thing that sort of bugged the hell out of me, is that I had to go add them. Of course I don't mind, it's no problem, but it's the fact that I shouldn't have to.
Or, we just update the application with all that information in it.
I mean, I could, but...
because it'd be a lot easier, because all we have to do is just accept it, and then just, like, see where they could take it from that point, I mean, of course, a lot of guys are going to, like, skip the introduction part, but, we could be like, hey, like Sag and Rob's been doing, hey, make sure you do, make your intro.
Well, on top of that, it's important to have, it's important that you guys understand that we're not just bringing you guys into a clan just to fill up a roster, to fill up this. We actually want to get to know you guys. Myself, Rob, a couple of others that have been here for a while. We know exactly what goes on in everyone's lives, and we want to be that kind of clan. We want to be actually friends. We want to be able to lean on one another, and it's not just something that you guys can come in and say, "Oh, hey, I'm part of this," but
Yeah.
not really be part of something. You're there.
It's like I keep saying, we're not a clan, we're a family. Yeah, that sounds weird, but it's just, we don't want to be based as a clan. We want, like Sag just said, we want to be more than that. We just like, we could all sit in a party chat for like 15 hours straight, just BSing with each other. That's what we want.
Exactly. Exactly. That's how me and Nero started. That's how we became best friends, and that's how we became roommates. Was sitting in a Skype chat for 6 hours every fucking day.
Pretty much not even doing shit.
Not even doing anything. We just sit there and bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we don't want to sit and. I mean, it's not that we don't want to, but we shouldn't have to.
But that's
sit.
something. That's an idea.
Yeah, that's just an example of things that we did to get to this point. There were hours and hours on hand where, all of us would have a day off of work, and me, you, Rob, Sag, everybody would just sit there and play all day, and not even give it. Well, maybe Sag did care about losing. I've already gotten messages from a couple of the new members like, man, that Sag though, he doesn't like losing.
It depends. When I get in my zone, I get in my zone.
Yeah, I got a message. The guy sent me a message. He's like, yeah, I thought we were playing hardcore, and then I realized we were playing core, and I was getting so frustrated I backed out. And Sag messaged me, and he told me, or no, you told him over a party that, we won't be doing that in Clan Wars, and I had to reframe that to him again. I had to say that to him one more time, and of course he said, no, I'd never do anything like that during Clan Wars, I'd tough it out. But this is one thing that he said to me, because I understand, none of us like playing hardcore. Yeah, hardcore sucks, but we do have a couple people in the clan that do play it.
Yep, and we're starting to get more into it, so...
Mm-hmm. And he said that he asked a few times and nobody heard him. Yeah, so that's one thing we got to listen out for. It's gonna be, we got to keep it fair.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
and guys, make sure you speak up too, because we are very fair when it comes to anyone's wants or needs or anything like that. Mm-hmm. So anytime you feel like playing something else, or anytime, even if you want to back out. Like, if it's not during Clan Wars and you say, hey, look, I really got to get out of this game, we understand. Just let us know before you just say, hey, F this, I'm out.
Yeah, fuck this, I'm backing up. It also helps us a lot when, you say, oh, hey, I'm going to back out. Okay, now we know that we're about to drop to, 5 or 4 people, and we can sort of prepare for the worst.
Yeah.
Instead of, you just backing out, and then we're like, oh, you backed out? Oh, shit, and we're getting dropped in Search and Destroy or something like that. So it's everybody's role.
Mhm. And on top of that, you guys are new, and we have to get a feel for you. That's why we enjoy playing with you guys, because it took me, Rob, Nero, and Cyber a couple months before we knew how exactly everyone played.
Yep.
So now that we know how we play, we got to get used to how you guys play, and we have to accommodate your style as well. Not saying we're the best players, but I'm just saying we tend to adapt.
Yeah.
Fairly easy.
Exactly. See, Nero and I were running gunners, and so I feel like Rob and Sag have adapted to protecting us while we run and gun. So. Sag does some weird shit when it comes to Call of Duty.
Unique individual.
Yeah. You never know what he's gonna run with. Next thing, he'll be running with a well horn, and then next thing you know, he's got a fucking shotty or something like that. So, it's just... Sorry, guys. Technical difficulty. Let me turn that down because it's blaring in my headset. Yeah, so like I can't speak right now. The technical difficulty that we had just sort of set back probably a couple minutes of what we were talking about. But we'll just say everybody's doing a good job. We do have a few members that we do have to get a hold of. They are not doing what they have to do. A majority of you guys are doing great, though. Keep up the good work, and in no time, you guys will be full members.
Yeah. Yeah, that's basically to sum it up. Just keep doing what you're doing. You guys are, so far all the guys that have been active has been doing awesome. Make sure you stay active both on the site and the PS4. Be because being active, whether you're talking to one person or the whole community of us or whatever it may be, it makes for a better, more interactive place for everyone to come to see, not only from the inside, see how everyone's coming a better part, but people on the outside looking in, saying these guys, they like each other, this is something we might want to be a part in. So let's just keep doing what we're doing. Good job. And then so next topic.
Hold on. Before you go to the next topic, I want to say though, even though we got all these members, no clicks, people. No clicks.
No clicks.
Yeah, like no groups. If one of us is inviting you to join in, try to join in or give a reason why you can't. So that way, from past experience clans, when they have like a shit ton of members, they're like, there's like a group of like 12 people that always play with each other. They don't play with anybody else. We want everybody to play with each other.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So everybody be friendly.
There you go.
But next up is pretty important. Something that we're starting. We have our ups and downs with, especially hot and cold things. And since there is one tomorrow, next up's gonna be Clan Wars.
Clan Wars.
Very interesting one at that.
Yeah.
Still don't understand what the hell they're saying.
Really, I don't.
Before we go into Battle Royale, and I kind of have a feeling I understand it, let's go into what we expect from you guys. And activity is a huge thing for Clan Wars. If you guys can't be on, we're kind of looking into like a roll call event at the beginning of the week. We need you guys to be 100% honest with us. And
if you feel like you won't make it, then you're most likely not going to be set. Because I just had a guy say, oh, wait, I will make it. Well, you felt like you weren't going to, so now you're going to be out for this Clan Wars, unfortunately.
Benched.
So it's something that you have to be 100% sure that you're going to be there for.
And, there are emergency situations and things do come up, which we will understand. But please let us know why. If you say you're going to be there and you're not, please let us know why.
Yeah, it's a very big deal to us. We're mostly casual, but when it comes to competitive, and then we're about to do it, we're about to go down, and then somebody backs out, and then we have no reason. We tend to get pissed, and that's actually going to get flagged as a warning. So yeah, make sure that you guys give us the reason why. Don't just do it. Don't do a no call, no show.
Well, see, we got there's a reason behind it. Okay, we never made it this far before to get into diamond. We never made it this far to almost max out to red clan tags. So it's kind of like they said, it's a big deal now.
Yeah.
And we want it. We want it because, like, the thing is, when you're doing good in a clan war, you're doing good. Like, we go on it. We actually try when we got the amount of people and we're doing well. We just annihilate it. I remember the first clan wars of Advanced Warfare. We took everything and we were like, you know what? There was like one clan with like hardcore Dom or something like that we had every other possible hold on it, and that was the only thing left. And we were like, you know what? Let's show complete domination over this clan war, and let's just take that. In which we neutralized it, then we took it, and that was it. And we took it by over like a 300-point lead in clan wars.
Yep.
But we have the ability to dominate, but it's also like the last clan wars. We didn't have SAG. It was only about 3 or 4 people playing. and it was our first Diamond division, and they had like 8 people, and it was the reason we lost that one, and I really want to say that this is the reason, but I want to blame it on Call of Duty because they sent us the notification that the Clan Wars was on Friday on Wednesday night.
Yeah, it was last minute. We couldn't do anything.
So I had no time to bench people. So here we are. We have 14 people, and only 4 of them are going to be active because I didn't get a chance to do roll call. So we were completely unprepared. So that was none of our faults. But this is why we do roll call, guys, because something like this happens. You know, Sag was out of town. It was his birthday, and he was out on spring break with his wife. So, and we were down 1 member going up against 8. So it was practically we were screwed from the get go. But now we got roll call. It got all posted on Thursday morning or Wednesday night, whichever one you want to think of. But we got 7 guys going at it this week. So yeah.
And if you guys just so happen to be on a game and not active for Clan Wars, that doesn't mean you can't join the party.
Yeah, help us out.
Yeah, we do. We
prefer to play with clan members than randoms.
Yeah. So we hope to fill up the party. If you guys are on, please join us. And like Cyber was saying, basically the roll call, there is a cutoff point of having your roster in at a certain time. Mm-hmm. And if you guys don't answer us, it's not one of those where if you don't answer us, we're going to put you on. It's going to be the opposite. If you don't answer us, we're not going to have you on just for the inactivity. So
exactly.
With that being said, let's get into the actual new. I put this in quotation because it kind of seems like it's not really new. It just is put in a different title, and it's called it's the new Battle Royale, and something that
this was done in Ghosts, and I've tried to look at it, and I just don't understand it at all. Like I'm hearing it's a tournament, like 4v4 for clans, and then I'm hearing that it's regular Clan Wars, and it's just it goes all by clan size, and I'm like, what?
The way I read it as is it's actual clan versus clan. Like there'd be no randoms put in this thing, and so I don't know if there's gonna be like a special place where we gotta so like standard, it'll say like Battle Royal. We click it, and next we're just going against actual clans, and then we got the bracket sizes. And within that bracket, it's every Diamond Division clan going at each other.
The only part that I would see that, like, where I would throw a flag at there is what happens if none of those clans are playing at that time, in that 4-hour period.
Do we win?
But I don't want to say it's that, but we have to do something in order to get some kind of points.
Yeah.
And that's where I don't think that it's going to be like a clan v clan. I think it's going to be we're playing against randoms, but it's going to be a set amount of there's going to be more people.
So here's what I think Cyber's going with. If you guys remember, before the first Clan Wars of Advanced Warfare, there was a placement, like kind of like a placement test of where people would be, and it's basically like a win no matter what. You don't know who you're going up against, but what I've read in it says groups will be competing against teams all around the world, United States, European groups, all placed in the one. Starts the 10th and 11th, the 11th and 12th, which is Friday and Saturday.
Which is not.
The what?
It's not Friday and Saturday. It's Saturday and Sunday.
I meant Saturday and Sunday. That's what I meant. I'm looking at my notes and it says the 10th and 11th, but it's updated since then. Mm-hmm. So Saturday and Sunday, 11th and 12th. What I'm taking, I could be wrong about this, and I've read it. And what I'm seeing it's the brackets being set up as U.S. West, U.S. East, and European. And I think I want to say, and this could be completely off, we could be placed within Eastern brackets, and then after that it'd be totaled up and see like compared to how everyone did overall. Okay. So, it's going to be one of those, we're going to have to see how it is. We're going to see what is actually happening. And once we get a feel for what's happening, once we can actually see, we can explain better. Like it's gonna be one of those on the fly moments.
Yeah.
And
We're going in sort of prepared, but unprepared as well.
basically, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a map and we're gonna study it, and then we're gonna go in and there's gonna be lights on and off disorienting us. So we're gonna have to try to remember the map.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, what it's gonna be is the Diamond Division clans automatically enrolled in. Everybody's, you're gonna be part of it whether you want to or not. I don't really understand. I saw on some of the forums where clans were being upset about it, like why do we have to do this or whatever. But basically, it's
Well,
clan.
it's not. They made it to where it's not mandatory. I noticed it. I have us enrolled in it, but you can actually be opted in a regular Diamond Division.
Yeah, but it's the same thing, so I don't understand why it would matter. I mean, unless it's just something to experience. You might as well do it. It's the first one, so.
Yeah, that's why I want to do it. I want to get the experience, see what it's like.
Yeah, and get your name out there on top of that. But for Diamond Division, I'm going off of Eastern Standard Time, U.S. time, because that's where most of us are based. So for Eastern Standard Time is 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. For what's the Central would be 1 to 5, and then over in the UK, a couple of the guys were saying that it's going to be it would transform to 8 p.m. to 12 p.m. roughly on that side. The population brackets are split up into 4 groups. Uh, 3 members to 10 members are going to be placed into one bracket. 11 to 19 in the second bracket. 20 to 45 in a third, and then 46 to 70 is going to round off the huge clans that are going to be competing in this.
Yeah.
The first place is going to be the Valkyrie set. So I guess this is something that's already been in place for Diamond Division. I saw the whole loadout, and it looks pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. So I think the first time you win, you get the shin guards, and then it just goes on from that. So I don't it would be great to have. It'd be great to win just to win. I'm not a huge fan of the loadouts, like having to do it like that, because it's so hard to complete. But we'll see what it is. So, is there anything else you guys want to say about Clan Wars real quick before we jump out of it?
No, not really.
Not really.
Just be active. Let us know.
Yep.
Yep.
Let's try to get a set time of when people are on. That's sort of the best way of winning a lot of points. Everybody's gonna be on at this certain time. Let's do this.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you gotta remember during Diamond. It's a time frame.
Yeah. So 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. guys. So 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's 1 p.m. for solo dolo and like 8 for our UK guys. So just remember 2 p.m. is when it starts. Let's all try to be on at that time.
And like we said, we're not going to be sticklers if you can't get on right away. We understand.
Mm-hmm.
Just get on.
Exactly.
All we ask is to try.
Yep.
All right, next up is going to be the DLC, and as you guys have probably known, it's been out for about a month now on Xbox One. But for those who are kind of keeping this a secret, kind of like, oh, I know it's out, but I still want to be surprised. We're going to talk about it a little bit, and first off, we're going to talk about the maps. We have 4 new maps, which is awesome. I love seeing new maps being implemented. Yeah, it's okay to regenerate one old map, but the fact of the matter is it gets a little old sometimes and kind of feels like a cop-out.
Mm-hmm.
And I like what I see here for this new DLC. We have 4 maps. The first one being Perplex, which is an Australian modular apartment complex, giving Latitude gameplay at all new level, making it more intense battle. So basically,
notes though. Them notes though, that copy and paste.
But basically what we're seeing are like skyscraper apartment styles. Like it's a huge building, has multiple levels of what you're gonna be part of. I've seen a couple gameplays. It's crazy.
It's
Like
the sorry to cut you off. To me, best map of the whole pack we're getting.
It's just constant vertical.
Yeah.
If you guys don't use your exo suit, you're gonna learn to very quickly.
Exactly.
It seems like something that could be really fun. I'm interested in seeing how like the objective based games are gonna be with it.
That'd be interesting. Like how Dom will work on it.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna have to go like I have a feeling like B flag because
it's gonna be all the way at the top.
All the way at the top.
It's a race. That would actually be really cool.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's like rock climbing. You better be up there, okay?
Yeah.
Next up, we got a little bit of aliens. So we got Site 244. It's a crash-landed alien spaceship on the foothills of Mount Rushmore. If you guys don't know what Mount Rushmore is and you are
American,
then you need to look it up because I will slap you.
Go to Mexico then.
Okay. Well, anyway, the super serum health is going to be introduced on this game or on this map. Is the map-based score streak through a care package. It can be earned more than once. So don't be worried, guys. If you see a guy with it, if he dies, it's able to roll back through. So kind of like walker tanks for comeback.
Fucking OP.
Yeah, basically what it gives you is extra health. Basically,
and I think you can see through walls.
Yeah, you run around with exo stem basically the whole time, and you have threat detection. So basically, you become like
God.
Yeah, kind of, but you're able to die.
Yeah,
it just takes a lot more bullets.
Exactly.
So you're pretty much Hercules.
Yeah, kind of. Basically, like the $6 million man. Okay.
But, James Bond.
Next up, we got climate, and basically what this is a climate control enclosure mixing land and water. I wrote down my notes. It kind of reminds me of the Biodome. If you guys are old enough to remember that movie with Paul and Stephen Baldwin.
Yep.
It's one of the ones with who doesn't matter. He's kind of like he's kind of like the dumb one that no one cares about. But anyway, it's a pretty close small map. It's the water filtration unit stops working mid game, causing the water to turn into acid, and it is time based. So it's basically like recovery when the map opens up from one side to another.
So once it hits that 5-minute mark, it happens. So
exactly. I mean, it's the acid that is in the water. It doesn't kill you right away, but it definitely hurts you.
Mm-hmm.
So
be on the lookout.
Yeah, and if you get in it, just boost out and you'll be all right.
Exactly.
And last but not least, we got Chop Shot. I haven't really seen a lot about this, but what I have seen I've liked is set in a black market industrial complex. It's a large map, but there are very many close quarter combat. Courtyard that opens up, but the surrounding area are hallways, corridors, and the games are driven by SMG and shotgun use. So whenever you see Chop Shop, put on your run class, put on your happy class for capture the flag, because basically you're going to be doing that in any kind of objective game mode that you're going to be playing with it.
Pretty much everybody use the Tech 19.
Yeah, it's basically the maze at the end of
or the brand new shotgun heavy weapon,
the arm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that speaking of which that's what we're getting into next. The arm is a kind of like an LMG shotgun. It has the ability to be a dual.
It's a very fat since I have it already. It's a very high rate of fire light machine gun.
It's OP as fuck.
That is OP. It might be OP, but it sucks hardcore at long range.
Yeah.
I was just using it earlier today because I had to use it for a supply drop. But it's really good about medium to close range. Very big on spread, and I want to talk about this too because I finally figured out what the stats mean. for the guns. I know a lot of us don't understand what the difference between handling and accuracy is, but we'll talk about that at a later time. Um, but the shotgun on that is ridiculously overpowered. And what I figured out about that today is while using that shotgun during like a heavy machine gun daily supply drop, it will actually count towards a heavy machine gun.
That makes sense.
So I figured that out, and I was just going off with the shotgun attachment. So it's pretty fucking nasty.
Yeah, and for you know what? And I've seen this. I picked it up. I've used it myself, and even though I don't get to use it at all times, my first impression I have down is smooth. It plays well, short to mid range, but seems to lose its umph at longer ranges, meaning that it might still get you hit markers, but it doesn't do even close to the damage it does to medium to short range combat.
Yeah.
Like Cyber was saying, it's basically it's got a high rate of fire, and it is nasty. It is a nasty gun.
The spread on it is ridiculous.
But if you, I mean, it might be OP right now, but that's only because they haven't had a chance to go in and.
Well, when the map pack comes out, they're gonna nerf it. That's what they did with the AE4.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna complain about it, and it's gonna get nerfed. So we already are expecting that one.
And here's the thing, guys: stand your ground. Stand your ground, developers.
Stand it.
If it's OP, who gives a damn?
Exactly. Keep it how you made it.
Exactly.
I can understand listening to the people, but when somebody gets so used to something, and then like they're like, okay, this is the gun that I can use for, for the rest of the time being, and the next thing you know, the next day they're like, why in the hell is this gun shit now? Oh, they nerfed it because 200,000 people out of the millions complained about it. Who gives a fuck with those 200,000 people? It's just because they're mad because they don't have anything. They don't have the weapon and they can't compete with it. That's a reason why you make variants of the gun.
Yeah. Well, on top of that, it's not that they don't have the weapon that can compete. They haven't figured out the attachments, the combination that's going to make them.
Yeah, like when it comes down to the Insanity, the HBR Insanity, and the Obsidian Steed, those two are going to drop you very fast.
Mm-hmm.
So when you see somebody with that, you better understand, okay, I better have like a high rate of fire for this Insanity, or something to where that thing can't hit me, because the recoil on that's ridiculous.
But yeah, just stand your ground.
All
and
right.
Guys, I understand it's tough getting killed over and over with the same thing, but me, I tell them, I'm like, look, if they want to use that gun, let them use that gun. That's fine with me. I will just do something different. The new Exo Grapple is going to be a difference maker, I think, and it does take. You can play with the grapple, or you can play it without the grapple. There are two different distinctions within the new DLC ability.
It's a whole playlist. It's a grapple playlist where that's all you have. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's just going to be sweet being able to kill people with it.
Oh,
yeah.
Sure. I don't think I'm going to use anything different. Like, I don't think I'm going to go into a variant of the non-grapple to get into it, because the grapple, from what I see, basically, you become Spider-Man.
Listen, pretty much what I would start screaming is "Get over here!" a lot.
Yeah, that's the power of Pine Saw, baby.
It's a little hook. It's a little hook that just you throw it either at a person, you can kill them and use it as a spike for direct impact, or you can throw it onto a wall, a ledge, anything that will
a ceiling,
allow you to propel yourself towards that area. And you can either hold onto it and get to the place that you want to go to and hold there, and it'll let you hold until the ability runs out. It's not an unlimited use. You have to wait. But I think it's awesome, because when I saw some people stand at the above players by just holding in and sitting on the wall and shooting people, I found that very interesting. It's going to make a lot of different strategies when playing like objective-based games like Hardpoint, Domination, stuff like that. But also you can use it. You can use it a lot. Like, you can snap it hit something, start going, let go. But just remember, when you let go, it's not going to be one of those automatic drops. You're going to be using your momentum to get places. So, like, if you get close to the edge of the map and you want to stop, you better stop well before that thing goes, because you're going to just slide right off. And I'm just saying that already because you guys know how bad I am with staying on maps. So I'm just going to probably have a montage of me just whooping right by people and say, ah, you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Yeah. Exactly. Guys, they play with me long enough to know I'm an idiot. So
You're gonna go flying off the map eventually.
just like the
That's
other
gonna
day,
be. You're gonna use the grapple for the first time and go off the map.
exactly. Just like the other day, we were playing rank play, and we were set up on Biolab, and I was watching the A bomb on Search and Destroy, and somehow I just so happened to fall off the map.
Were you by the crate?
Yes.
That I fell off of it today too.
Yeah, and I'm just like, what?
It's weird because like the ledge has like a little curved round to it, so if you back up just a bit, you're done. And I couldn't even exosuit back up, so I was like,
yeah,
fuck it.
Either. That's what happened to me, and Rob called me an idiot, but see, Rob, I'm not the only idiot here.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Why don't you try being an idiot every now and again,
yeah,
Rob?
I can't say Rob Zombie because that's trademark, but you're Rob the Zombie.
Yeah.
But anyway,
that's grappling.
Yeah, that's grappling, and it should be interesting. And I forgot about zombies.
I don't even want to talk about. I don't like zombies.
Well, okay, it's a little different, and it is what it is. But I like playing it every now and then. I like zombies, whether it's this or what. But it's basically after escaping a Atlas facility in Outbreak, the 4 characters are transported to another Atlas facility, which includes Burger Town. If you guys don't know Burger Town, it is infamous from Modern Warfare 3, I think it was.
To the campaign.
Well, yeah.
And Terminal.
Modern Warfare 2 was where it showed up in the campaign, I think.
As well as multiplayer's Terminal.
Yeah. And Modern Warfare 3 is where we first saw Infected, and everyone would sit behind the counter at Burger Town.
Yes.
To just evade the knives and zombies that were coming at, or excuse me, the infected that were coming at you. So I'm glad to see Burger Town still there. It's like their main staple of franchise within the franchise, if you see what I'm saying. It's franchise inception.
Who knows? Maybe Call of Duty's gonna be like, you know what? It's time to open up a restaurant and make some more money.
That'd be really interesting. Open up a Burger Town. Open up a Burger Town in every fucking major city.
I'm just calling it out. If they actually do that, there's going to be a clan meetup
at Burger Town.
Somewhere in the middle of everything, we're going there. But basically, the new zombies includes a Goliath zombie having a basically gigantic wall for a riot shield and a telephone pole to beat the crap out of you with. New traps. One including an alligator trap.
Who is nasty as shit, if ever you see the videos.
You guys, if I ever play that, I'm going to be crying.
That thing's like 8 placid alligator.
That thing is nasty, and he pops out of nowhere in the sewers.
And then it's something different it allows is objectives that will allow players to escort workers from Burger Town to safety. If you get it, you get a free upgrade. If not, the power your exo ability shuts down for a certain amount of time, and it progresses if you continue to not beat that objective. So that, and also a new gun is the Magnetron. It's basically the microwave gun. I haven't really seen much on it personally, but I have seen people play zombies on this new map, and it's awesome. The Cell 3 returns, so that's another new weapon that they have from Outbreak, and so it'll be interesting to see when it comes out for us. Like I said, if you haven't spoiled yourself by watching the Xbox One and learned about it now, hopefully this does it justice. The DLC, if you don't have the season pass, the DLC is going to be $15, and it was released on March 31st for the Xbox One. So I'm thinking it's April 31st for PS4. It might be earlier.
I don't think there's a 31st in April. It's the
Oh,
30th.
whatever. I'm good. I do math. Okay.
Okay.
4 out of 3 people do math.
Exactly.
Yes.
All right, well, that brings us right into our next topic. Kind of smoothly goes there. I adjusted the outline here for us, so it helps us out. But this is a tournament, and we are actually pure adrenaline and Cyber. Really, Cyber and Nero are gonna host a tournament for the DLC, the Ascendance DLC map pack. It's If you guys haven't seen the video, we will get a little more into it. And I'm having a blank. I don't know when it is. So
It is on the 25th, which is on a Saturday at 6 p.m. We're substituting the game night for it.
Yep.
so it's for people without the season pass. And if you guys, we understand if you guys want to do
Spectate.
something like this. It's just this is strictly for those who need the season or the DLC.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to win, nice to have bragging rights, and
Yeah.
I didn't get it last time. But you know what? I'm gonna get it this time, so you guys can I can win by forfeit. You guys can just not come out.
Are you actually going to participate in this one, Zach?
That was the 20th.
The 25th.
The
25th.
20th.
Saturday.
The 20th, right?
25th.
25th.
No, the 20th.
25th.
So everybody, you hear what they're saying. If you don't come on the 20th and you come on the 25th, you're doing something wrong. Because
You're doing something right.
I'm definitely not trying to win it easy here, okay? But
Oh my god.
you guys do something.
25th.
Do something. No, it's the 20th. But
Okay. Well, Sag's gonna show up on the 20th.
no. I'm gonna show up on the 25th. Everybody else should show up on the 20th.
But if it's the 20th, why aren't you
It's-
Anyways, guys, 25th.
Don't show up. I mean, show up, but don't really.
I want to see how big the outcome's going to be. We already got about like 4 or 5 people. I want to see maybe 8 at the most. I mean,
Yeah.
at the least.
Yeah.
I want to see this pretty decent sized.
For what we want to do with it.
Mm-hmm. So, and of course, there's going to be more tournaments. I know people want to participate in this, but you guys have the season pass, but there will be more. I promise. This is just something where it'd be unfair if you won and you had season pass already. But yeah, tournament the 25th, or as Zach saying, the 20th. Show up. It's going to be a nice little bracket thing that we're going to set up.
And it's interesting to see this bracket. I hope that I'm really hoping he's just pulling names out of a hat to put them.
I will be just pulling names out of a hat.
Yes, but in all reality, he's gonna get the hookup for me. Like
See,
I'm gonna put you up against like the toughest member in the clan.
No. This is like the NCAA bracket where Kentucky's going in until they only have to worry until like the Final Four to worry about what actually is going to happen here. Okay, that's how it's going to be.
Yeah,
I'm like the John Calipari of Call of Duty, if you know what I'm saying.
Sure don't, but okay.
Anyway, like we were saying, it is only for those who don't have the season pass. I'm interested to see who comes out as well. I'm interested to see how this all turns out. It's actually really a lot of fun, guys. If you haven't experienced it, and being one who's been a part of it and actually competed, it's interesting.
It gets frustrating. I've noticed that a lot. People get very angry with each other, and that's it. I can't say it's not going to happen. I know some of you guys are going to just get pissed at each other.
I'm sorry to call you names, guys, but it brings out a competitive side. It's good. There's two ways to look at it. It brings out a competitive side. For us, it shows us what you want and how bad you want it. But at the same time, you guys have to understand that it is just it's just a DLC map pack thing. So
Yeah.
don't
Don't get too angry. I mean, I can understand. It's something that a lot of people want, and you're. I wouldn't be surprised if I hear people training for it. To be honest with you.
hey, I remember the last ones. I remember the last ones. There
uh,
was only some training beforehand.
I remember the last one we did was everybody was in one, and whoever showed up last on the board
Yep.
got removed.
Yep.
So, but this
Was it
one's
for
gonna be a bit
Ghost?
different. Yeah, this one's that one was for Ghost. This one's
Oh,
gonna be a bit different because it's gonna be a 1v1, and each person, and if you lose the first round, you get a second chance. So if you win the next round, you go into the final round, and whoever wins that wins.
And this is just, it's fun, guys. Don't take it too personally if you don't do well in it. You have your on games, you have your off games, and it happens. But this could, this is just for the Ascendants DLC, but that doesn't mean there's not more to come. And like Rip was saying, we could hold tournaments as far as like whether it's for stuff or whether it's just for bragging rights.
I really like bragging rights more than stuff. I mean,
Yeah,
stuff's more cool to get, but bragging rights is something where you'll be in the game like, oh, I could kick your ass. Bullshit, I kicked your ass, bitch.
yeah.
Zaya.
Say that's Zaya all the way.
Basically, what's happening is this is like a little gateway into more things. We like to keep you guys interested, not just playing against like clan wars and parties and stuff like that. We want to have fun with you guys. And this is the tournaments are one way to do it. So yeah, if you guys will just kind of if you're not competing, I'm pretty sure they still have. Do they still have Codcast mode where you can watch the game?
Yeah, they still have spectating. Codcast mode, I wish that we could do it. I don't know if I want to do it like this if we go esport rules.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Like, I'm not quite sure. I gotta look up because the broadcaster mode I think only works in esports rules. Which, I mean, I feel like that's what we should do because it's a tournament.
Possible. Possible.
Possible. So I'll look a little bit more into it, and I will let you guys know within the next few days if we're gonna do esports rules. Esports rules, it really isn't that bad. It's just a couple
Yeah.
little
Yeah.
things that
It's really not.
aren't big. It's like no UAVs or anything like that, and
Basically, it's rank play.
it's rank play, yeah. And rank plays,
So
you can use almost practically anything except for like tracking drones and UAVs and shit like that. So, and I feel like UAVs shouldn't be allowed in it anyways because it gives somebody else an advantage. So we'll see how it goes.
we shall. We shall.
So yeah,
There'll be a video, 2 videos,
yeah.
maybe more down the line.
Mm-hmm.
And another
And,
thing.
and this tournament will be recorded, guys. So each
Yeah,
game
that's-
will be recorded. So that's one reason why you want to push real hard because it will go up on the YouTube. It will be all separated and nice looking fancy.
It's not just. And I'm sorry to cut you off, but the good thing about the PlayStation as well is you're able to record your own stuff. So like, we can have even if you don't have a capture card, you have the ability to put up what you see, your point of view,
Mm-hmm.
and it's so nice. Like Codcast mode, I know Cyber and Nero both have capture cards, and it's nice for them to want to set up what they do. And on top of that, I have a capture card, so I'm going to be recording what I'm doing. So it could be like set up to point of views to where you see basically if you guys watch esports at all, watch the MLG stuff, you'll see sometimes they have an outlook of the map and they'll put a picture in picture of where people are and what they see and stuff like that. And just has multiple ways of editing, which is a bitch for Nero and Cyber.
But
Because
it's fun, and the outlook,
The
outlook of all of it,
when you finally get the video up and ready to go, it's really worth it.
yeah. And so it's a lot of fun, especially for those who participate in, and even the guys that are in the clan, be rooting for guys. Like if you're not part of it, and you come in, be rooting for guys. If you have a fan favorite, root for them. If just be understand that there's going to be shit talk, but understand there's a point in time where it's enough, and it doesn't. There's a difference between rooting and a little bit of play than bad sportsmanship. And with that being said, we are a clan, we are a family, so don't take anything too far, but at the same time, be mature about it, guys. If you lose, you lose. Keep your head up.
There's gonna be more.
Yeah, there's going to be more.
Just bring your A game, but don't be a bitch about it if you lose.
Yeah, bring your A game on the 20th, and don't bitch about it if you lose.
Yeah.
On the 20th.
On the 20th.
So yeah, guys, let's go on to the next topic: upcoming games.
And being a gaming clan, this is probably our biggest topic. I have things to talk about.
And I see one here that I swear to God, if they push that fucking date one more time,
we'll lose
it.
We'll get there. We're not there yet.
Okay, but we got to talk about, of course, the most main game that we cover. And, I mean, we've been teased about it, and we finally got to know what the fuck it's called. And, folks, that's fucking Black Ops 3.
Black Ops 3.
I'm already pumped for it because I enjoy the Black Ops series. The campaign is amazing for it.
Yeah.
So I'm not pumped for multiplayer. I'm more pumped for the campaign than anything because they released a video of Frank, the actor for Frank Woods. So it's like, he's back. So I'm curious on what they're gonna do if it's just like a couple years past what everything happened. So I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, with this being said, I wanted to get into it real quick. There was a trailer released 2 days ago, I think, maybe yesterday. I'm not sure, not entirely sure which. But first, I'm going to talk about these Snapchat teasers that we have seen on Black Ops 2, and I haven't personally experienced them. Apparently, there's some really weird stuff.
Yeah.
Whiskey was saying, but I watched all the videos on them, and I'm just gonna go 1 through 8. I think there are 8 Snapchat teasers, and they are super quick. Basically, the first one, the words are said that listen only to the sound of. Oh, actually, let me go through the words that have been said in order, and so you guys, we might be able to figure this out together. But let's just do it. It says, listen only to the sound of my voice. And the second one says, let your thoughts drift, let the bad memories fade, let peace be upon you. There is none for the third. The fourth said, imagine somewhere calm, imagine somewhere safe, imagine yourself in a frozen forest. Next up, we have on on the fifth one, there are there's no words, but there's a buzzing like a medical machine coming in. And number 8, Snapchat from yesterday is our greatest barrier is our own fear, our own doubts, a combination of the greatest barrier is our own fear and our own doubts. And then later on in the trailer that has that same thing is that the only thing holding us back is how far we are willing to go. Which, that all together, if you guys remember the first one, Mason is being interrogated.
The numbers.
Yeah, the numbers, Mason. What do they mean?
That's like all you hear in the start menu.
I'm like, Jesus Christ!
I don't know!
Haven't seen the photos. There's a lot of really freaky things going on there. A lot of crows, a lot of like forest, cabin in the woods, in the snowy mountains.
Mason in the first one was getting interrogated, and then he gets killed by Frank Woods, right?
Yeah, you shoot him.
And then you play as his son, I believe.
Yes.
And then I forgot actually how the second. Well, no, I remember how the second one ended. It ended with Avenged Sevenfold.
No. It depends on who did what.
Yeah, because remember you got the choices.
Yeah, I didn't have Avenged Sevenfold, and I was pissed that I didn't get it.
That's at
Well,
the end of the credits.
yeah, at the
Yeah.
end of the credits.
Yeah, you let
You
the
had to
credits
watch the
roll.
yeah.
Yeah, but no, 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 no,
Let the
no.
credits roll down,
If you
down,
killed
down.
them, if you killed
And the
everyone off,
credits
then
roll.
yeah. But anyway, so basically, one thing that I want to talk about, like, there's just like people walking, and it looks like, guys, there's just because it's Black Ops 3 doesn't mean that it can't have flashbacks into previous wars. It could be
That's
like
something that I'm hoping for.
I have a feeling there's going to be flashbacks.
Mhm.
There's going to be Vietnam, I'm thinking. Maybe World War II at the later end. A couple of things that they're doing is referencing a lot of like activity, like the trident symbol. Uh, like I've seen a lot of YouTubers like do a lot of things, but basically, when you look up the trident symbol, there was an Operation Trident in World War II where Winston Churchill and FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, met with one another in England, I believe, and that was just to talk about the approach they're going to take military strategics against the Axis powers. So there's a lot of different things that they're hinting at, lot of little stuff that they're trying to do, try to get us going. But yeah, that's it as far as Snapchat, and I kind of like what they did there. They're using multiple social medias to get involved, get everybody going, and get
It's Treyarch. You know,
They've always been good at teasing, and I'll tell
yeah.
you that now.
I mean,
not
we didn't
LOL.
even know what the title of the game was going to be. You know, it was either be World at War II or it was going to be Black Ops 3. You know, and then yesterday when they released the video, it was Black Ops 3, and I was like, they're like, oh, you know what? Here, bam, this is what it's called.
I think they did it before, like they were getting everybody so pumped up about the release date that they just decided to throw in a trailer before the actual trailer, and they were like, "Here,
I think the way that they announced it was just amazing.
yeah."
Yep.
Just they split it from 2 to 3, and it was awesome. I was like, oh
Well, 1 and 3.
no, it went from 1 to 2 to 3.
Yeah,
Well, you said 2 to 3.
I know when they split the 2 apart to go to 3.
yeah,
Oh,
the
okay.
kind of went away from each other, and there was a third come in. Anyway,
Yeah, I know. When I saw that, and then it says 426, I was like, oh shit.
Hey guys, 426, the day after the tournament.
oh, see what we did? Wait, we didn't really mean to do that there.
No, we did.
Hey, you never know. We have an in with Treyarch, which you guys don't know about.
Yeah.
So
See, what you don't know is we've already played Black Ops 3.
yeah.
What we really are people in the future coming back to just annoy the piss out of you guys. So,
Yes.
Sag, you're telling them too much right now, okay? And that's
We're gonna have to kill them.
troll, it's ultimate troll. Run! Oh,
All right.
I'm being duct taped.
Now we're gonna have a Terminator scenario going around here.
Do, 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 do.
Don't get me started. But
Don't lose your hand.
don't get me started, Terminator. Let's actually talk more about the trailer now that we are still in it. And then you guys can just edit this part that I just fucked up. All right, the trailer starts with the numbers and letters twisting, like we saw in Black Ops 1. There's like different codes and sequences in Mason's mind that you had to decipher. And they start twisting to form a man sitting there, just like in Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. He had the Mustang and Sally. It's basically if you guys have played Black Ops 2, it's not a person, but it forms into an outline of a person. And it's basically the same title of Black Ops 2, but it is Black Ops 3 in the background. And the reveal date of the actual trailer is going to be the 26th, like we said before. And let's talk about some of the stuff we saw in the deciphers. And there are a lot of YouTubers out that paid way too much detailed attention to this. But basically, there in a couple of the things, if you pause, there's the number 115. And if you guys play Black Ops and Black Ops 2, 115 coincides with Element 115, which means there will be zombies. Zombies are confirmed in Black Ops 3, but what kind?
Hopefully, the kind that they're supposed to be.
Exactly. And guys, I swear to God, if they put transit in this, I'm gonna flip a lid.
I enjoyed Transit.
I didn't. I did not. I like the maps. I like the ability to sit there and play. Look, I started out with World at War, so I am one of those original zombie
Well,
guys.
that's where I started out too.
Well, I'm just saying, I enjoy sitting at one place defending the bunker against hordes and hordes of zombies. So we'll see what they do. The only zombies I disliked is, well, okay, I'm not a huge fan of Transit. It's just not something I was into. But Advanced Warfare, I mean, they tried. They tried to bring something different that's just not zombies. But
They just should have brought Spec Ops back.
yeah, exactly.
Yes.
I like Spec Ops. Another part, there are very weird signs that people can pause that, and there's just like it's like just squiggly lines and squiggly lines, and it makes no sense. But they're saying that possibly these are prestiges, like the prestige um symbols, the prestige symbols that have been revealed. Um, there are two different logos presented, like I was saying before, in the Trident logo. Maybe it's one of the teams that are going to be based on multiplayer, and one of the teams that you work for in the
Campaign.
But yeah, like I was saying, the Operation Trident, so maybe it has its tie-in to World War II. Who knows? There's another one that looks like like a conch shell. It has different
Magic
lines.
Conch. I can
It's
only think of. I think I can only think of SpongeBob.
it's definitely conch. And squiggly lines coming from it. There's nothing to. There's no way of basically looking this up, so we just have to feel that it's another faction in the game. Some coordinates come up. Three different coordinates. One being in Singapore. It's a school, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. It's like an elementary school or something like that. The second comes up to the 6th October Bridge in Cairo, Egypt. It is a huge bridge that connects the two different areas along the Nile River. It overlooks the Nile and coordinates with the actual city of Cairo, which is a huge staple in transportation to and from the town. So that's interesting. And also the third coordinate is a prison, a nasty prison from what I've read about in Zurich, Switzerland. So maybe we're breaking out of prison like the gulags.
Ugh.
But yeah. And some of the past, like they were saying before, some of the past quotes is this should help you. The quotes were throughout the entire trailer from past games. Is this should help you remember everything. The numbers, Mason. What do they mean? Everything you know is wrong. Your life will be consumed by absolute loss, which Raul Mendez. He doesn't need his own weapons. He's got ours. Talking about the Solaris. When Raul gets control of that, they'll always need men like us. And then the last is actually from the Black Ops 3 game, because it's never been said before, and it says our greatest barrier is our own fear, our own doubts. The only thing holding us back is how far we are willing to go. So, not really sure if we can read into that, but it's nice to see like the hype getting.
We'll figure out on the 26th.
Well, I'm a conspiracy theorist, and I like to think read into stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, awesome. So you guys be on the lookout, and Yeah. Okay, next up. This is probably my second top game of this year. Mine personally, because I have a personal interest in it. I have been playing it since the first one on the Sega Genesis, where you got the cheat code to unlock the blood. That's right, Nintendo. That's a big middle finger to you. Basically, it began actually the first console wars of all time between Nintendo and Sega. And it actually was brought. It's the reason. The first one is the reason why there is a rating on the game of from ESRB. Uh, it was the first, I think, maybe the second title, might have been the first to get a mature rating, and that would be Combat, Mortal Kombat, that is. And the new one coming out is Mortal Kombat X. It is the 10th installment of the game, and God, I might have to get it.
It just looks so insane. And
I was talking to guys earlier, and I want to get it, but I don't want to.
the roster itself,
Yeah,
they just keep adding and adding, like people that you thought would never ever come back. Like one of the newest people they put in here is Tremor. He's one of the ninjas from back then.
Yep.
And I think Chrome is gonna be in this one as well. I'm like, holy shit!
But guys, I'm not a huge fighter person, but Mortal Kombat is one of those where I might have to splurge on it. I'm a huge Mortal Kombat fan. They have done Midway and NetherRealm has done stuff so well. And there's Injustice, there's games like that, but it just doesn't do the same justice to. See what I did there? Yeah, it doesn't do the justice to the fighting games like Mortal Kombat's probably the original for me.
That's because MK started it all.
Yeah, it really did, and I like the gameplay. It looks smooth. The storyline, let's face it, we're not really looking to the story, even though it has a nice little element to it. But let me get into this roster. And Nero was hinting at this. There's a lot of people. I'm just gonna read off exactly who's been confirmed so far from what I've seen. Excuse me while I get this long list. We got Scorpion, the original badass. He's the face of the franchise, whether you like it or not. I mean,
him and Sub-Zero.
Yeah, well, but if you hear "Get Over Here,"
yeah,
I mean, come on, you looking for Scorpion somewhere. Let's talk about Sub-Zero. He's next up. You can't have one ninja without the other. Sonya Blade, Jax, a new character, Farah and Tora. Raiden's coming back. Sonya Blade and Johnny Cage have a kid, Cassie Cage. Johnny Cage, Kano, which I thought Kano was always a badass for me. Goro is coming back. He's actually, that's the funny thing about that. If you pre-order, you can play as Goro. There's Reptile, Baraka, Jacqueline Briggs, which is Jax's daughter, Katana, Kung Lao, Malena, Sindel, Ermac, Rain, Quan Chi, Shinnok, Kenchi, Aaron Black, Kodakan, which is a new character, Kung Jin, which he hasn't made an appearance in a lot of them, but he's pretty cool dude. Takeda is coming in. There's Devora. There's just so many people, and on top of that, they've already announced people on the first DLC. And we got freaking Jason Voorhees. That's right, guys. Friday the 13th is coming to Mortal Kombat.
Yep.
And this dude, like they base it on the actual guy that played Jason. And if you guys haven't seen him, he's actually a really cool dude. I learned about this later on that he does his own Ghost Adventures stuff. Him and the guy that used to play Leatherface on Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like they do ghost stuff now. But the guy in person, the guy is extremely intimidating. He is huge, and so they actually base it off of him. And if you see the previews, Jason is huge in the previews. Next up, we got Tanya. can't really remember her. She seems to me like one of those princess ninjas, like Katana and Milena. If I'm mistaken,
Yeah, yeah.
Tremor, like Nero was talking about, he is coming back in the DLC, and also Predator, the freaking
That
Predator.
that's gonna be insane.
So I'm excited for this. I'm just waiting for Arnold Schwarzenegger to come in the second DLC to whoop his ass. But you know what I'm saying.
See, this is what I'm hoping. This is something actually they really need to do is either in the DLCs or the next one, and for 11, give us the full roster of every Mortal Kombat character. Just for one game, give us everybody. You know.
Well, here's the thing. With that being said, I was actually looking up the entire roster of all time, and it is not fun.
There's a
not.
lot of people.
Oh yeah,
There's like 15 ninjas, and then on top of the 15 ninjas, you have the 15 robot ninjas, you know, and then
yeah.
and so I mean, just alone right there, that's 15 characters, or 30 characters, you know, if you include the robot versions, you know, and so I mean, it could be huge.
But yeah, and you know, if you guys see me and you want to share play, I'll gladly whoop your butt and share play. But
Just don't play against Zaya.
Well,
Zaya would beat you down.
I already know what Rob's sitting here listening to this part. If he's made it this far in, he's gonna be like, "Oh, you suck! I button smash. I whoop your ass." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's not how you play fighting games. You don't button smash. You strategically play the game, guys."
But
So,
mom,
but so f all you button smashers.
F
You
you.
guys suck. You
yeah,
guys,
guys, God, down, back, B, Jesus.
get over here. Yeah, that's basically it for Mortal Kombat. There's a lot of hype. I've actually seen a little bit of gameplay on it, and I like it's very smooth fight mechanics. So,
Oh yeah,
and the fact,
it's good.
well, and the fact that you get to choose from 3 different styles of fighting, like you know, there's 3 different ways to approach it, and the abilities that come with the way you approach it are going to be different. So. Just for example, Sub-Zero, he's got one where he's able to use his abilities to freeze himself so that people can come to him and freeze. And then another's where he's able to take objects around him and freeze and use as his weapons. So like a sword, he can make an ice sword out of and stuff like that. And then last but not least, the Sub-Zero that just shoots the ice at you. So, you know, there's going to be different ways to approach this, and it'll do for different strategies when playing. So, who knows? Might be in the near future. Maybe. It depends. Depends on what kind of money what kind of money I got. But
Also, while we're talking about new games, I'm reading it now. None of you guys play it, but I play the shit out of NASCAR, and it just got released for May 22nd. Oh my god.
Woo! NASCAR!
Woo! Anyways, I just felt like saying it. Anyways,
That's fine. That's why we're here. We're bringing new games, and since no one said anything on the site, say otherwise, I'm just gonna bring what I want to talk about. But if you guys have like an impromptu thing,
Well, you guys could get into if you guys noticed with the events in the past, I actually put the release dates of games. You know, I did pretty much one of the ones that I thought would be kind of cool for the clan. What I'm gonna start doing is like every game release now that's coming out, you know, and then when you hit that event and you can go in the description and look, I'll leave a link so you go, you know, check it out yourself.
yeah. I'm super excited about this NASCAR, yo. You don't understand.
I've never met somebody so excited to make a left.
you have not met a lot of Southerners, then.
I fucking love NASCAR.
Hey, I used to be big in.
That's
NASCAR. So
that's like one whole Sunday event. One race is one Sunday event for Southerners.
Mhm.
hey, I used to live in North Carolina. Okay, that's where I first got really big into North Carolina. That's where I got big into NASCAR.
Got big into North Carolina. That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, trust me. I was raised in North Carolina, and it's like a hit and miss because I literally hate NASCAR. Um, but I respect the people that watch it. I understand that it's fun for them. It's just not my thing. But this coming from a guy whose dad watched it all day, and it's like a 3 hour event, and I'm like, my God, what's going on? So it's nice to watch the first couple laps, and like even like the Daytona 500. I used to go to huge parties for that. Like there would be catering, there would be wings, there would be food, and TV would be on, and I would not watch a single lap. I would just be eating. But you know, it's just not for me. But that's awesome that you guys are into it.
Well, one thing, it's a new game developer who's making them now. They have one has not been made for a while.
Well, that was NASCAR 14.
Yeah, that was back in 2013. Now they're about to start releasing them finally once every year.
Oh, now we're doing the car things when it's a year before it happens, and it's
This
that.
But
this one is made by, they're called DMI, Duesenberry Martin Racing.
Ooh.
So we'll finally see how it is. I'm just hoping that there's more like a campaign base to it finally. Be
I
interesting.
hope the campaign is like you could be a pit crew person. You have to work out for the pit crew. Stuff
You
like
can't tell me that would be cool.
Hey, you know what's funny about that? I actually lived in college with a guy that's on a pit crew in NASCAR.
Mhm.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
Yeah.
Him and his dad both are actually on the pit crew, and it was neat seeing him coming from the Sprint Cup. Is Sprint Cup the B Cup? Which used to be the B Cup? Um, was it Nextel and Sprint?
Yeah. Nextel, and then it got switched to Sprint.
And then what was the other one? Was
It was
Winston
nation.
Cup.
It was nationwide. There's Winston nationwide, Sprint Cup, Nextel. Now it's Xfinity. So
anyway, it
there's
was
just so many different names for the
wasn't
series now.
main A stage. He was on the B stage in college just because he had to focus on his schoolwork, but on the weekends he would be gone to like events, and he would come back with Red Bull because they were one of the sponsors, and we were so happy to get it. Oh my God, he would come back with the a book bag full. I mean, like this would hold more than 24 pack of Red Bull, and we would be stocked completely all the time with Red Bull. And so he started trying to hold out on us, and we got over that real quick. Yeah,
But
no,
the last thing I got to say about this NASCAR game is they are doing for last gen, it will be a cheaper price.
yay!
So if you got like PS3 or Xbox 360 and you want it, it should be a cheaper price.
Man, they need to stop making games for those systems now.
Hey! No, they
Hey,
should.
yeah, because see, here's my opinion on all this. Okay, when they have to make a game and it has to be on multiple systems, and so they have to think ahead, and so that way like a great game that could be like just for like PS4 or Xbox One, they gotta like dumb it down a little bit so that way the older systems can handle it, and it takes away a lot of what they want to do to it. Like a lot of these games, especially like Advanced Warfare, it could be more than what it is because they gotta dumb it down.
Okay, and here's my argument against that. And here's I'm gonna talk to you kind of like the companies. They have the ability for those who don't have like there's not many of them, but for those who don't have the PS4 or Xbox One and have the last gen consoles, they still have the ability to make millions and millions of dollars upon that. So why would they take the time? They still can make it look great. They still can tweak things for the current gen, But at the same time, for those who don't have the current gen, and I say current gen now because it is current.
Yeah.
But the last gen, they can just still make millions upon millions of dollars and still be happy.
Well, see, I'm not gonna argue with the companies without that part. Everybody's got to make money nowadays. But like currently right now, I'm playing The Order, right? And it's only for PS4. This game, the graphics on this game is so fucking insane because it's always set for one system. It's beyond what any game has ever pushed for boundaries, and that's what I'm trying to get at. Like these game systems should do more than what these game developers are allowing them, to go because they have to drop down.
Yeah.
I can understand the money part, but it's like, come on now, yes, keep making games for those systems, but don't sit there and release them on, the newer systems, kind of like keep it separated. Like Black Ops 3, I kind of don't want to see it on last gen. I really don't. I want Black Ops 3 to be like the best fucking Call of Duty game beyond, the PS4 can handle so much shit.
Yeah.
Push the boundaries on that PS4, Make that game just like, holy shit, what the fuck am I playing?
Yeah. Let's go ahead and move on to the next topic.
Yeah. Okay, Batman. Go ahead and take that from us.
Go ahead. Start talking now.
Okay, guys, so the last game we got here on the list is Batman. Oh, my God. Arkham Knight. Now, like I said at the beginning of this podcast, I swear to fuck God, if they push the date on this one more fucking time, I'm going to fucking flip. It was supposed to release, I think, back out in November. Well, they decided to push it because, lately, and Ubisoft, I'm sorry to say this about you guys, but, when you guys push out your games, and then you gotta create like 1,000 fucking patches just to fix your shit, it's scaring other companies. So these companies keep pushing the game date, to keep going. Well, they finally set a release date. I think it's June 26th now. It was June 9th. And then last month they're like, oh, we're going to push it again. But it's the last of the Arkham series, which is kind of sad because the Arkham series is fucking amazing. And this time they're taking it way beyond the point to, where before. And now you can free roam more of Gotham City. Now you could use his fucking vehicle, which acts like a super tank. It like slides back and forth and like 360 angles and climbs walls and makes everything look like shit. That's pretty much it. They didn't release a whole bunch on it. I mean, you really gotta watch the trailer. The new villain for it looks pretty sweet.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's Batman.
Awesome. So it's basically like a ending to a homage of, from what I've read and what I've heard, is really good games. It's just
yeah, from the first one, Asylum, all the way up to this. I mean, it was Asylum, City, Origins, and now it's Night, and it's amazing. So hopefully they can end this right and not just like off on a cliffhanger and like, okay, the series is done.
Batman dies.
I'd be so fucking shitty. I would make a thread on the forums, be like, I gotta take a leave of absence.
Nero died. He committed suicide after.
All right, so that's Batman.
That's Batman. Look it up.
That's games in general, guys. We have talked a ton about these games.
NASCAR, I'm super excited for. Whoa, 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 whoa. Left turn. Anyways.
All right, next up, we are becoming a multimedia kind of deal, and you know what? We're not going to just let go of the movies. So basically, we're going to talk a little bit of what's already out, what's coming out, what we want to see, and get through it somewhat quickly. But
this is where Nero will drag on a lot of movies that he is ready for this year.
But we're not going to do that.
Listen, I'm not going to drag him out. All I'm going to say is this, okay? Assassin's Creed, Jurassic World, and Star Wars. Boom.
Not there yet. It says already out.
He skipped to he skipped to the second part of it.
First up is the main movie we're all gonna be wanting to watch. We hadn't seen it yet, and it's gonna be 50 Shades of Grey. I mean, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, what?
That's movie night. Sag's gonna actually go out and he's gonna rent it or
Hey
buy
guys,
it. Probably buy it.
You
I don't
already.
have to mention it. It is based off of my life. I am really a billionaire playboy that no one knows about, and fuck you guys, I'm rich.
Well,
But,
shit.
That's why he was able to pay for the site last month.
Exactly.
Exactly.
No, that didn't happen. Shh. You know what?
It is
No.
anonymous.
I'm sorry.
But anyway, no, Fast 7, and I didn't see it.
I did.
Very few people have
I have seen it.
in the clan, so I'm gonna let Cyber talk about it. So what exactly? Don't
Well-
give us the plot. Don't give us any twists. We understand like it's coming to an end and it has to. But
Well, I know they're at a hold right now because of Paul Walker's death, and they don't know how to go out because, they had to get rid of his character in the movie.
Exactly.
I mean, so I won't. I mean, it's obvious they didn't want to give him the same fate that he actually had in the movie. So they had to go a completely different route with it. But now they're at a pause for it. But let's just say, by far the best Fast and Furious I've ever seen.
Is there gonna be eight? Like, did they leave a cliffhanger for the next one?
Where they left you off, you were in tears. Let's just say that. I mean, I was crying in the theater. I was. It was that sad.
It was a gay moment. I watched it. Okay, I'm pretty heartless.
It's not a gay moment, okay? But I will say this: this is like the Titanic for guys, okay?
It was, and it was just to the point where when Vin Diesel and Paul Walker they finally have to say goodbye. It was like, huh?
Did they make out?
No, they didn't make out, but it was just where it all started. It was the same cars where it all started, where it all ended, and it was just like, oh my god.
Listen, I'm just gonna say it like this, okay? Where they make out, that's the parody version.
Oh, wait. Huh. What was that movie called then? Too Fast, Two Buttholes? Man.
Anyways, the movie was great. If you guys have not seen it yet, I really recommend it. Best Fast and Furious there was. It's just completely action-packed. It's got a lot of comedy in it as well.
That's if people actually, still have been watching the Fast movies. See, I have a thing, where like it's like the kind of like the Saw series. They should have just fucking ended it at like 2 or 3, but no, for some reason they got to keep going on because it's making them money. They should just end the shit.
Well, like I said, they're at a pause here. The way they ended it, it was just basically like it was over. So, I mean, if they keep going, they could still keep going, but they can also end it right here. Yeah, so it's up to them. It's complete.
Yeah, sorry. Basically, what you're saying is there's a possibility if the writers are creative enough to have something else come in and happen.
Exactly.
Make another one.
I don't see that anymore. Hollywood doesn't really know how to make original movies anymore.
No, well, I mean, come on.
That's why they keep making the same movie over and over again, like 20 times.
No, that's new. Ghostbusters is a whole new thing.
It's just women.
No, there's 2 different ones coming out. There's one with women and one with men. But I don't understand it, but there are 2 different ones coming out. But
what?
Yeah.
I only heard about the women one.
Yeah, there's Channing Tatum supposedly is going to get in this.
Magic Mike.
No. This is Magic Mike. He's keeping his clothes on. He better damn well.
They're gonna make him take it off.
Well, yeah, of course. But I mean, let's face it. Who does?
So they're making 2. So they're making one with all attractive guys for the ladies, and then they got the one that's an all-female cast.
Yeah, I think it's going to be like just different. I guess universes. I don't know if it's just even in the same universe or whatever. They're basically making 2 and saying, hey, let's just hope that no one's just not going to want to watch one and not the other. So they're just kind of rolling with it right now. But for sure, double confirmed, Ghostbusters with all female cast is going to come in, and it looks awesome.
Yeah, that one's definitely confirmed, and it's more of a comedy.
Yeah. couple of the movies that were already out. And Whiskey, I'm gonna kind of call you out on this because I told you what it was before you kept on saying it wasn't, but it is. You were talking about Hitler being going to space and doing all this, and it is Iron Sky. I'm sorry to say it is. It's on Netflix. If you want to watch it, go ahead, bud. It's not a bad movie. It's kind of funny. Basically, what it is he was saying that Hitler goes to space and comes back and tries to take over the Earth. Um, but what happens is it's kind of like a spoof, a comedy kind of deal. It's like one of those sci-fi original movies, but it's not a sci-fi original movie. It's actually a really good movie. Um, it's during World War II, the Nazi space program evaded by going to the dark side of the moon. 70 years later, they create a giant fortress in which they take it back to Earth and create the Fourth Reich. And basically, the Third Reich was the party that Hitler created. It was supposed to be the end all be all, and we were able to whoop his ass. And yeah, it says exactly. Scoreboard. Anytime people bring up World Wars, I say scoreboard, okay? Because we won, okay? But
So next movie.
Yeah. So Iron Sky, check it out, Whiskey. That was just for you, bud. Next movie of the movies that are already out is It Follows. It's not really one that's been advertised too well. It's won a couple of the movie festival awards for best horror. There's you got the even the trailer, the teaser, the trailer or whatever, it doesn't really give much except for this entity, this something just follows this girl nonstop. And from what I'm hearing, it is seriously one of the best horror movies out right now, which really isn't saying much. But being a fan of horror, I might go check it out just to check it out. Maybe like a matinee if I'm not doing anything on a weekend or something, or even during the week when I'm bored, just go out to the movies real quick and check it out. No one that's just about to come out is Trainwreck with Amy Schumer, and if you guys don't know Amy Schumer, you guys are freaking idiots. I think she is one of the best female comics of all time. Her show is on Comedy Central. She kills it every episode. I think she's adorable.
Adorable.
She is. I have a crush on her. But basically she is I think meeting a guy either after his wedding or like his wedding didn't go through or something. And basically it's called Trainwreck for a reason. They become in a hostile relationship. It has Bill Hader as well. Bill Hader is one of the guys from The Office. He is awesome in it. He's a very quirky dude, and I have a feeling that them two together will be nothing but laughs. All right, quick run through of upcoming movies.
Go, Nero.
We got Assassin's Creed starring Altair. And then we have Jurassic World. We have Star Wars. We have the new Terminator.
Boom, boom, boom. Mad Max.
Pass to me.
Pass the tag.
Sag, go.
All right, we got Sinister 2. We have the Avengers: Age of Ultron, Insidious Chapter 3, and the remake of Poltergeist. Oh wait, but there's Zoolander 2 as well.
Oh, that's right. Oh.
Ooh. So yeah.
So we're pausing right here for you guys to do the ooze as well. So while
this year is gonna be very, very good.
Yeah.
For movies.
Yes, it will be.
Great.
But that's gonna be it for movies. Sorry, we're kind of rushing through this last part. We've
been going on for about an hour and 35 minutes now, so.
But it's fun. It's fun. We're almost done. So you guys just hang on. You'll have a little treat at the end.
We're getting there.
You have a little treat. It's just right there. You're looking at it. Sorry. Game nights coming up. Like we were saying with the recruitment and you guys being as active as you are and having so many more members that we've had than any time in the past, I think this is probably one of the highest times that we've ever, or the most members that we've ever had at one point.
Well, that you know of.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, hey, whatever, okay. I was gonna say something, but I'm not going to. Anyway, um, we're wanting to bring you guys some game nights. We want to, guys, in this, we want your say in this because we want to bring stuff that you guys want. And I've been reading on the site. There's a couple of people that have been replying to the forums. And there's so much for us to do. There's so many activities. So many.
So much space.
So much space. So many activities.
Hey, I forgot to ask you. Do you like guacamole?
Hey, you. Oh my God! I love Chipotle.
Anyways,
Chipotle is my anyway, sorry.
We got game nights, guys. Fridays and Saturdays.
Yes.
Any game.
Tournaments. We're bringing in for Call of Duty. We can bring Call of Duty game nights. We have.
I mean,
tournaments.
We could go so many different directions with this, guys. I mean, there's so many free-to-play games. And then, of course, just so you guys know, we are not just a PS4 clan. We also do PC gaming. Most of us have, like, Gary's Mod. Steam has, like, a billion fucking free-to-play games. So, I mean, we could all just, like, oh, hey, let's try to play this. Done.
Yeah, exactly. And that's quick thing. I'm just gonna go over our main two games, Call of Duty and GTA 5. For Call of Duty itself, we can have tournaments, we can have free for alls where we just go in and mess around. We have gun game, and we had a party of 5 or 6 the other day with Cyber, myself, Rob, and a couple of others doing gun game. We can have 1v1s, whether it be quick scope, whatever the thing is. We were talking about basically, I call it pilot down, where you are by yourself and the whole team comes after you, and you have to fend yourself off. Basically, kind of like a make them clutch it kind of deal, kind of like a search thing, where it's a 1v6 or 1v whatever, and you have to defend yourself and whatever.
With only a silenced pistol.
Well, we can do that. We can do that.
Yeah, so all kinds of game modes we can do.
Yeah, Michael Myers too. Michael Myers can make a comeback, and with the abilities, the exo abilities, it could be a lot of fun.
It could be.
So that's with Call of Duty. For GTA, we have Heist. We have playlists. Like Rob, I give it to him. He goes in and I talk to him about what we like, what we don't like. We used to do Corrupted Cup back when we were Corrupt Gaming. The racing, racing for the title, whatever you want to call it. It was a lot of fun. There was a lot of trash talk, a lot of words said and things done to hurt me, and
that especially hurt you. What was it? I think it was when Dirt Biker was still in the clan and he fucking wrecked you out right at the end of the race.
Wrecked me out before the race even started.
So yeah, there's just all kinds of stuff we could do, guys. You ask us what we have, we'll let you guys know.
And guys, there's another thing, and since there's so many people, and a lot of us do have GTA, Rob and I were talking, and we want to do another purge. We know kind of like how to do it now. The first couple of times it was like, whatever. But we would like to do another purge. So if you guys are interested, let us know. We'll give you the details. Like Nero was saying, there's a lot of free to play games on the computer, Steam, even websites. Back in the day, I know we were pushing, Rob and myself, for Cards Against Humanity. Cyber is not one that likes it a lot, but it happens.
He likes a lot of butt play.
Mm-hmm.
So there we go. But yeah, Cards Against Humanity could be a thing. Even back when Nero suggested Monopoly, Drunk Monopoly, just a lot of things to be done, and it can be a lot of fun for you guys who do drink and who are able to drink. For those who aren't and who choose not to, that's okay too. We could just have Monopoly night for you. But there's just so much stuff, and we want to hear your guys' thoughts on this stuff. Bring up anything. We want to do it.
Yeah.
Bring it to my face and I'll do it.
So next up,
Okay, last but not least, we have ideas for the clan channel. And guys,
now
if you have,
here's what I want to bring up. This is specifically for you, Sag. I've been playing it and I've been recording it.
yes,
I've
I
been-
know what it is.
Do you?
Daddy, yes, it's H1Z1.
No.
Huh.
He got super excited for nothing. I'm joking, Sag. It is H1Z1.
Cut
Okay.
the podcast. It's over. Quit the clan.
Okay, so for the clan channel, guys, we're gonna have 2 channels. The second channel is coming.
Not yet, though.
Not yet. It's coming. It's in the works.
That's the
Okay,
plan.
the first channel is gonna be basically, like Call of Duty gameplays, the updates, the podcast, and then when we could get to it, something else. But that's gonna be it's gonna be focusedly mainly on the clan.
Yeah, it's like a community channel, guys.
Actually, the second channel will be our. If you have a YouTube channel, we're gonna upload your videos to this channel.
It's our
Okay.
gameplay channel.
Okay.
It's gonna be our community channel,
Yeah.
so like gameplays, vlogs, whatever you do on your channel, we put on there.
Also, but speaking about the first channel, it's basically like the recruitment stuff, the actual games we want to have posted to our site and to be out there right away, right in the face of people who might want to look us up.
Exactly.
And so we are in the process. I know Cyber is working hard on a recruitment video, I think, aren't you?
I haven't
So-
got any videos from anybody.
Okay. We all lied to one another. No, I'm just kidding. No, we'll be in the process of doing it. It is tough to get a collaboration going. I have a couple of things that I have an idea about.
Like, I mean, I got a video that I mean, out of Nero's videos and my clips and Nero's clips, I mean, I could make a video. But, I mean, last time we did that, people yelled at us, so.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying you can.
That's why we said before in the last video, you guys have till Monday to give us stuff.
Yeah.
So.
No, we got you.
Because going in and grabbing them off YouTube, yeah, it's easy, but then the quality
Yeah.
looks like crap, so I can't do anything about
Well,
it.
Now I know to save my stuff for if I want you to use certain things to use it. But ideas for the clan channel can include, or the second clan channel can include, maybe rank play on Advanced Warfare. Maybe seeing a couple of our groups. We don't really have a competitive group, but we have the originals and the people who actually are a part of things. And that the other night, myself, Nero, Cyber, and Rob got on and we whooped Ace and some rank play.
Yeah.
Like we were saying before, a recruitment video. We will be in the process of working on it. It does take its time.
We're just trying to make everything's gonna take time, like with all the graphic work, everything right now. Because before we were able to just pump it out there, we're like, oh, that looks good. No, we're gonna try to go beyond looking good. We're trying to look more professional, more sleek, more sexy. As soon as you look at it, you nut your pants.
Don't come to my channel, okay, here's the thing. We're gonna plug all of our channels. If you haven't subscribed to the actual clan channel, do so.
Shame on you.
Do so. You better. Sorry. So you better do it. You better, like, Facebook. I'm not a Facebook person. I literally.
We have it, so it's there.
Okay, I loathe Facebook, but social medias in general. If you're a Facebook person, friend Pure Adrenaline Clan on Facebook. If you're Twitter, I am a huge Twitter person. Follow Pure Adrenaline. Follow your fellow gamers on the clan if you want. And also YouTube, like we were saying, we have a clan channel. We're in the process of getting the second clan channel, apparently. And also, we all three of us in this podcast have our own personal YouTubes. So if you want to, check us out, subscribe if you want. There's no pressure there. We do it for fun. It's not something we are going to make a living out of. But we do take our time. We do try to bring you guys stuff to watch. And so that's a little bit of plug for everyone. Also, even Whiskey and Rob, I know they don't have a capture card, but they do really good job of putting the gameplays that they do really well on right away, and they remember to do it. And so check out their stuff too. I know Whiskey has like a 92-4 gameplay on his. That's like ridiculous.
With
Rob,
hacks.
yeah, it was Hardcore Dom, I think.
Yeah.
Rob just shows up some random stuff. It's hilarious. Some of it's hilarious. Some of it's like really awesome. So make sure you look at those as well. But with that being said, God dang it, I am too fucking old for this. I feel like I'm.
I'm older than you.
Yeah, but again, I'm falling apart, man. I don't know what the heck's wrong with me, but I feel like I need a walker. I feel like someone changed my damn diaper. I'm getting cranky. Bring me a Snickers and some mother fragging cookies, because I can't do a podcast without mentioning mother fragging cookies. Okay, so mother fragging cookies. Thank you. I love you. I will meet you sometime. I will put you on a shirt. Like the taste it tastes with the explosion in your mouth. If you get what I'm saying there, mother fragging, because it's a fragging. Get what I'm saying there? Anyway, guys. Yeah, exactly. With that being said, guys, I hope you made it this far out.
If so, congratulations.
If so, congrats. Again, this is for us as much as it is for you guys. We enjoy doing this for everyone. I enjoy hearing my own voice. So, hey, SAG, if you listen and this is some other time, what's up? And
remember where you put that $20 bill
at? No, yeah, $20. You're a high roller in my society. So, anyway, that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this as much as we have. Hope you made it this far. And again, with that being said, I'm out. Kick me to the curb.